So this is being recorded and we will send you the link as soon as it's processed. I wanted to say welcome to all of you for being here today. This webinar is being presented by MCSC Women's Business Center. We're a nonprofit business center serving entrepreneurs in SLO, Kern, and Monterey County. We offer small business, no cost, one-on-one business consulting with professionals in marketing, social media, e-commerce, HR, budgeting, taxes, you name it. If you need it, we probably have a consultant who can help you. Our contact information is on the screen, and I will give it to you again at the end of the presentation. I would like to thank Jen Dudley and Kay Mardon for presenting today. Jen is an MCSC consultant and is passionate about helping business owners see their way to business success while staying fully aligned with their core values and maintaining a healthy life balance. She's supported hundreds of business owners nationally and some internationally, and she enjoys working with passionate, mission-driven entrepreneurs. She joined MCSC as a consultant in 2017, and Jen will be demonstrating how the program works today. If she can get it to work, we had a little bit of technical difficulty this morning, but we think we're past that. Kay Mardon is a lender relations specialist with the SBA based in Fresno and works closely with women business centers in the Central Valley and on the Central Coast. She's a member of the funding team working with small businesses, and as you can imagine, she has a lot on her plate right now. Kay is a great resource to small businesses and to women business centers. She's been invaluable to MCSC, and we are lucky to have her here today. Kay will be presenting on access to capital. Kay's camera is not working for some reason, so you will be seeing a black screen while she's speaking, but that's what she looks like. So before we get started, I just wanted to mention a few housekeeping items. Please limit your distractions and mute your phone. Your cameras and your video or your audio are off, but for your own place, keep your distractions minimized. We will be taking questions through the chat box, and this webinar is being recorded, as I mentioned. So an important part of marketing is knowing where your business comes from. So we wanted to take a 30-second poll to find out how you heard about this. So if you could take 30 seconds, go ahead and start that, please. All righty, thanks so much. Looks like 100% of you found out about this from the newsletter. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. All right, let me start my recording again. All right, I will now hand it over to Jen. Thank you, Jen.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you so much. I am absolutely honored to be here and to present this information on Ascent. I'm going to ask Barbara if you could pull up the slideshow. It's a little bit noisy where I am.
So it's going to be fun today. Go ahead.
Yes, we're having some technical difficulties, so thank you for being patient. So Ascent is amazing. I'm very impressed with this and I'm happy to share it with you. It's a powerful tool. I'm super glad you're here and I hope that you will dive in for yourself and for your clients to learn and then also utilize this powerful resource. This is a new program as of January this year. It's groundbreaking, it's interactive, it's a virtual learning platform designed to guide women-owned businesses through the journey of growing their businesses. It includes all kinds of valuable and timely information and resources. It is packed and everything is geared toward women. It's really special. It's here to help us navigate and prepare our business models to protect from potential impacts externally and to learn at your own pace. This is so great because the SBA and the federal organizations have not only listened and heard the call from women, but they've truly shown a deep understanding of what women business owners need and want to be able to succeed in business. So let's check it out and dive in. Next slide, please. Okay. So Ascent is an online learning program. The platform utilizes a modern e-learning approach. And we're going to go in extensively to the online elements of it. The initiative is new as of January 2021. The mission is to extend the reach of the SBA and to provide this comprehensive toolkit for women business owners online, on demand, and in line with the expectations and the needs of today's entrepreneurs. So the background on how this came to be is that the SBA saw a need to meet women exactly where they are and provide tools for them, especially in rural areas and underserved areas. So the SBA wants to solve the problem of how to reach more small business owners. And the answer is through a high functioning digital learning platform. So we want to cover more ground. While the SBA district offices do reach many small businesses, there are some states that don't have offices close proximity, and an online platform can help reach those entrepreneurs no matter where they are. And even those business owners who are working with a consultant, these tools can provide additional depth to the learning and offer opportunities to learn at times other than when they can meet with a consultant or in between. So looking to the future with the age of technology, more people are looking to digital services and expect modern, comprehensive experiences online. So this is why Ascent incorporates multimedia assets and peer-to-peer learning components. The program is super current, relevant, and exactly what we need. Sometimes the best learning comes from witnessing and modeling from others. And so the platform also includes ways to do this. So let's watch a short video on what this program looks like and what it's about, and then we'll continue.
All right, I will launch that. Can you see it?
Not yet.
You can't see it?
No.
Okay. We'll do it again.
Do you want me to try to?
Now I just need to reshare.
Okay.
All right, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we can't hear it though. Can you share your sound? We can't hear it, Barbara.
You can't hear it?
Mm-mm.
Well,
I'll
I'm
have to play
unmuted,
this.
so I'm not sure why that's happening.
Well, it has to play through the sound in the system. Yeah, let me see if I might be able to. Can others not hear? Because I can't hear you.
Can you put in the chat box if you can hear it? Gay says no. So I've seen this happen before, and I have to unmute, which I've done. Let's see if I can select a different microphone.
You have to share the sound of your system. And I can try to share it on my end if we need to do that. And otherwise, we can put the video. It's made by the SBA, and it's a great little snapshot of what the program is about. So if we can't get it to work, I could try, or we could keep going.
So it looks like all of my systems are set up properly. So I think we should skip it and go on.
Okay, we'll try to. Yeah, we'll try to watch it at the end, maybe if we can get it to work. Well, we can see. Sorry about that.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so next one. Okay, so this platform is a fully online learning program. It utilizes modern approaches specifically designed and targeted for women business owners who are wanting to grow their existing businesses. And we'll talk more about the specific niche this is designed for. It is absolutely packed with the precise resources that women need to set goals, pursue them, and achieve highly specific business goals. And you can get in and go for the goals that you need at exactly the time you need them. So this is fantastic and flexible. All the content in here is backed by research on the needs of women, just like me and many of you. And this is important because women work differently and we do business differently. Okay, Barbara. Next. Okay. Ascent is designed to empower women to elevate their business goals and overcome challenges. So even in the name, Ascent, we're reinforcing the elevate your business and overcome challenges. And it reminds me of the saying that the rising tide rises all boats. So, you know, all of the language, the themes, the terminology throughout the program, it's designed around outdoor exploration and adventure. And there's use of drawings and pictures, infographics of the outdoors, terminology like journey, excursions, guides, and join the ascent, which is the point is we want to keep climbing and growing and achieving in business with Ascent and with your business and your life. So it's to keep going. The platform is designed to support everyone. Okay, the specific niche is what they call the missing middle. So it's designed to meet the needs of a specific group of women. And women entrepreneurs start and own nearly half of all businesses in the US. Women employ 9.4 million workers, generate $1.9 trillion in revenue, and represent all industries. So this is a really amazing specific group. The group represents a demographic that the SBA has not adequately reached in the past. And I'm so impressed at what they're doing through Ascent that they're really doing something about it. The group also represents a new demographic than what many other online resources target. Most generally cater to startups or more mature businesses. So this is really hitting that middle group of women who have established businesses, they're making money, and they want to grow. And in my personal experience, this is a group of women who they're super passionate and very, very effective, and they just need tools. So this is a toolkit designed to help them. The platform is designed to support different learning styles. It's inclusive of different methodologies, different tools, and it's flexible and customizable. And it's a learner-centric experience. So we can tailor this process of learning through the different programs, however you learn. It is intuitive, which means you should be able to find your way around and access exactly the information that you're looking for and that you need at the time you need it. It's interactive with videos, worksheets, reading materials, links, resources. It is absolutely jam-packed. There are online forums in here and support for peer-to-peer learning. There are fireside chats, videos, worksheets. There's personal assessment tools. There is a live feedback to encourage remote connection. And there's a dashboard to encourage students to return to the program and build momentum. Okay, next. So this initiative, Ascent, has been designed with multiple federal agencies. So the agencies have come together, and this provides synergy with the different expertise of these organizations and a leveraging of the network. So this is a really powerful initiative that the federal government has designed. It includes, through the Treasury, financial literacy materials. The Department of Labor has integrated great employment practice guidelines. Through the SBA, there's amazing marketing templates and marketing education. There's intellectual property protection support and education through the US Patent and Trademark Office, and even the Air Force has contributed situational awareness tools. So the partnerships and the collaboration here, it brings all this information together in one easy, accessible, intuitive, and easy to use tool. It's powerful, it's comprehensive, and it's a strong effort from our federal government to support small businesses, and particularly women-owned businesses. Next. So I want to mention a couple things that make Ascent different. The content is developed collaboratively through these different organizations, and that is to ensure relevancy and credibility and for it to be comprehensive. There's all kinds of tools that are practical, like financial literacy, IP, HR, onboarding. There's peer-to-peer opportunities, and it's all uniquely designed for women. So this is all what makes Ascent different from other programs. And it's highly individualized. So the comprehensive learning platform is designed so that you can go at your own pace. You can learn the way that works best for you, and you can go directly to the information that's most useful. So what's included? There are these 5 learning journeys, and additional content will be added ongoing. There is the disaster and economic recovery journey. There is the strategic marketing journey. There's a journey about your people, which is your team, that critical human resource, your business finance strategy or financial strategy, and then access to capital. So disaster and economic recovery is key. We've all just been living through a big disaster with COVID, and you never know when something is going to come up. So this section really helps you to understand what you can do to prepare, and then also tools to deal with your business if a disaster hits, and to move through it as smoothly as possible. Strategic marketing has tools to help you develop a marketing plan, hone in on your value proposition, assess market size, clarify your target market, and so much more. Your people journey will help you understand how to attract, hire, develop talent. Getting the right people in place, keeping them motivated and engaged is key to success for all businesses. And this journey has robust tools to help you learn about this area and succeed. There are assessments, there's recruitment plans, there's how to train, how to keep employees motivated, and so much more. These journeys really are packed with resources. I'll do a brief demo and share with you, so you can see some of the robust tools inside. For the financial strategy, this is a journey to create and evaluate forecast statements and to learn the language of finance. Every business owner needs to understand finance and how the reports work, how to manage and acquire capital if needed, and how to understand the finance strategy and then implement it in order to operate successfully. So access to capital is the last one, and Kay is going to talk more about this specifically. This journey helps guide why and how and who to various funding sources. So which route is right for you? There are many ways to get capital, and this is a journey to help you find your own pathway to funding when you need it. Okay, so the next slide is another way. I love that this is an example of how the program is. You can see things in different ways. So we just had a visual of the 5 pathways, and then this is another way to look at it. And then the next slide. One thing I wanted to mention is in each journey, which we'll see in a few minutes, it's broken down into microlearning. So this allows for short interactive bursts. So for example, you can quickly get information rather than sitting down and doing a required hours-long course. Each journey provides an estimated duration of what it typically takes to get through a section. And this is really designed for women on the go. The 5 journeys are broken down into many modules, so you can quickly access and learn and put the information to use that you need when you need it. The journeys are individualized. You can customize it in any way, and it's totally flexible. There are worksheets. Let's see. There are all kinds of tools in each section. Fireside chats where you can hear others talking about their journeys, and even model your journey after someone else who's got a success story. Wonderful videos, infographics, self-assessments, testimonials, stories from real inspiring women entrepreneurs, and then also insights and forums. Okay. We're going to do a quick demo, and for that we're going to switch, Barbara, and we're going to try it. Let's
Okay.
Let's hope that this works. Okay.
I promise this was all working earlier today. But this is the way things go sometimes.
Okay, and if you have questions, so that that's the basic info about the program. We'll do a quick demo, and then Kay will talk specifically about funding. Let's see.
Well, we're seeing something.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
this is, can you see me scrolling?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So this is if I go to the home page of the Ascent. So I am logged in, so you can see it says, "Hi, Jennifer." And if you're not logged in, you can register, and I don't show the registration screen, but you can simply quickly sign up. It's just your name and email and some basic info, and you have to create a password. So when you enter, you can go right into the portal where we'll go in a second and start learning. But then you can also learn about the program, and then you can also explore from, if you want to go directly to discussion guides, if you want to go directly and watch some videos. So this is part of the flexibility of the learning, is you don't have to go straight into the journeys. You can just read insights if you want to. So this is really wonderful flexibility in the program. But we're going to click on the journeys, and this is my dashboard. So when you go in, you've got a dashboard of all 5 journeys, and you can pick and choose. So if you are dealing with an HR and you want to jump in, you can go straight to your people. Or if you want advice with business strategy, you can go straight to finances. So that it's not a linear approach, which I think is wonderful because most women don't operate too linearly. And, you know, we want to be able to control our journey. So going inside of one of them, I'll click into one of them in a moment. I wanted to share, if you don't want to go visually, you can also go by a list here. In the upper left-hand corner, there's a browse journeys, and you can get to each of the sections also this way. So it's flexible. There's lots of different structures to help different learners to be able to get the information you need when you need it. So I'm going to pop in here to Journey 1, and this is economic disaster and economic recovery. And there's 3 excursions for you, and inside each excursion, it's going to tell you how many paths, and when you go in, it will tell you approximately how long each one takes. So if you only have 5 minutes, you can get in here and do a little bit of learning. It's really flexible. And so this is an infographic, there's insights, success stories, and it has different icons to help you quickly know what it is that you are looking at. And so so this is another one. If you go into a specific section, there's going to be learning, and then often there are links if you want to get into more resources. This is where the packed and robust element comes in. There's action items and more resources. This is going to go to ready.gov. This is going to go to FEMA. So it's going to direct you to amazing, robust resources related to anything that you need to learn about in your business. Okay, so that is a quick introduction, and I'm going to stop sharing and pass it over to Kay to help us learn about the funding.
Thank you, Jennifer, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So I'd like to share some information on the SBA programs with an emphasis on lending program. So Jennifer, you are going to advance slide for me, or Barbara is going to do that, or how it goes? Yes, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with the SBA, hopefully you already are, but in case, Small Business Administration is a federal agency that was created in 1953 to help people to start and grow businesses, and thereby generate economic growth and job creation and all those good things, right? So we have 68 district offices across the nation, and I'm with the Fresno district office, which covers 15 counties in Central Valley and Central Coast. So San Luis Obispo, Monterey, from Modesto all the way down to Kern, Bakersfield, and then Inyo, Bishop. That's our territory. So since this Women's Business Center is located in San Luis Obispo and Kern County, so our office works very closely with this MCSC Women's Business Center. So with that, next slide, please. And SBA is involved in 4 main areas. So first of all, we help people to have access to capital. So as you know, when you want to start or grow your business, one of the biggest challenge is to find the money, right? To find the seed money to start your business, or you need additional money to expand and grow your business. So that's one function we do. The other function we also perform is we provide counseling and training. So we do lots of training and counseling ourselves, but also we do nowadays lots of training counseling through our resource partners, such as women's business centers, small business development centers, school counselors, VIVA, veteran business ownership, the organization. So we provide lots of training and counseling. And then, as you know, if you need any help, you can always reach out for those entities. And then certainly Women's Business Center is specifically created to assist women-owned entrepreneurs, so please take advantage of those services offered by them. The third function we perform is government contracting. So our agency provide assistance to small businesses to have access to federal government contracting opportunities. So as many of you are aware, federal government is the biggest buyer in the world. So when they give out lots of government contracting to prime contractors, such as big corporation like Chevron or Bechtel, and then they normally require those big companies to set aside certain percentage of their government contracting money for working with the small businesses. So they oftentimes looking for qualified small businesses to participate in that government contracting. So we have programs like an 8A program or small disadvantage or business program, all those things. So through that programs, we assist you to enroll for those programs so that you could take advantage of all those programs. Okay, so that's the third function. The last one I'd like to add is that we also participate in the recovery after the disaster. So familiar ones is, let's say, the wildfire destroys the whole community. Of course, you need to rebuild your business and then your home, but you cannot get the financing through the conventional source. So then SBA steps in with the FEMA, and then we make direct loans to people who are impacted by those disasters. Now, most recent example is this pandemic, right? So as many of you are familiar with, Paycheck Protection Program. Right now, we are also about rolling out the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. So if you are involved in like running a restaurant business, you want to learn about the program and be ready to submit your application. Okay, so our website has all the information regarding the program. The other program is also shuttled venue operators grant program too. So if you are involved in like a live performance and that kind of industry, there's the grant program called Shuttled Venue Operators Grant Program. So they are rolling out. So make sure that you are familiar with the requirements and then have all the information ready to submit. So once they open it, then you could submit and take advantage of all those programs. They are intended to help you. So those are 4 main areas that we are involved. Okay, so let's go to next slide, please. Okay, yes. So through our the funding program and government contracting program, we help you not only start a business, but also grow and expand your businesses. So I will show you a little bit more in later slides. So let's go to next slide, please. Okay, so let's talk about the access to capital. Next, please. So you could find funding in several sources, and SBA program is one of those sources. And many people just remember SBA as like just SBA guaranteed loan program. In addition to SBA guarantee loan program, we also get involved in the equity financing. So I'm going to share with you that information a little bit more. And also, SBA is basically managing the research and development over the fund too. So also I will share with you the information. And then lastly, we also have the contractors who need bonding, but they have some difficulty getting the required bonding, so they cannot bid or perform. They may lose the business. So we have what is called the surety bond program too. So I will go over each program in detail in later slides. Next, please. Okay, so the SBA has several loan programs. So many of you heard about like a 7A program, 504 program, a microloan program, community advantage program. So each program has different area where the SBA is focusing on. So 7A program is a very general program, the business loan program. So when the banks and credit unions and where you hear about the SBA loan, that's a 7A program. 504 program is more specifically targeted to real estate transaction. So you want to buy the building or construct a building for your business. 504 program is one of the options you could consider, not only 7A. So 7A could do also real estate transaction, but 504 program is specifically designed for real estate transaction. Microloan, oftentimes people looking for smaller seed money, small amount of money that they want to start a business. So microloan is done through the micro intermediaries, the nonprofit organizations, and usually loan amount is up to $50,000. So if you are looking for less than $50,000, you may want to consider microloan lenders. Okay. The other one is a community advantage program. That's up to $250,000. Again, the program is more geared to towards the underserved market, meaning that women-owned business, veteran-owned businesses, low to moderate income area where people traditionally had difficulty having access to capital. So SBA has several programs to serve different segment of the business community. So some of the benefits of SBA program is that our program has very competitive terms and conditions. So not necessarily lowest interest rate, because as you know, interest rate is correlated to the risk the lenders see in your application. So oftentimes SBA borrowers are a little bit riskier than those borrowers who could get conventional loans. So thereby, you may end up paying a little bit higher interest rate when you use SBA program. But the biggest benefit would be because of government guarantee behind it, you may able to get a loan that would otherwise you could not get it. So that's the benefit of SBA program. And usually we require smaller down payments, the equity injection. So conventional bank requires 30% injection, but you could only come up with 20%. With the SBA program, that may work, right? Then, as I mentioned, we have a wide network of resource partners that we work with. So in case you need some help in terms of writing a business plan, doing cash flow projections, or doing some market research, we have a wide network of resource partners across the nation that you could tap into. So next, please. So SBA loan proceeds could be used for any business purposes, including starting your business, growing your business, buying the business from someone else. Business acquisition is also one of the way of using the proceed. and you could get a term loan or a line of credit. Okay, you could use the money buying the facilities or inventory or anything that is related to your business. You could use the money, and then even for exporters, if you need some line of credit, let's say you got a huge order from Brazil, and you need some money upfront to purchase raw material and hire workers. We have program called Export Working Capital Program, where you could use the program to do so. You know, people you sell your product and get the money from overseas buyer. So we have a full variety of loan programs that could meet your need. And then but there are some industries or business may not be eligible for getting SBA loan because it's a federal program, so we have some requirements who could qualify, but 9 out of 10 times, most of the business would have no problem to qualify for SBA backed programs. Next, please. Okay, so I already shared with you the benefits of SBA program is that it's going to increase your chance of getting the fund, right? So let's say lender one has no SBA program, you apply for that lender, and then that lender look at your application and determine that you are not eligible for getting the loan from them. Then if they don't have a SBA program, they have no other option to look at. Whereas you go lender B, where the lender has, let's assume that SBA program, same situation, because most of lenders use a similar criteria to evaluate the borrowers. So you don't meet their conventional loan criteria, but this lender has another option, SBA loan program. So they can say, oh, they don't meet our lending criteria 100%, but it's a good customer. So let's see whether we could use SBA program to make a loan available. So by going to the SBA lender, the lender that has SBA program, you are basically increasing your chance of getting the fund because you get the second chance. Okay, so that's the biggest benefit of using SBA program. So like a conventional program, the information you want to submit to your lender is business plan, your financials, the person who's going to run the business, resumes and work experience, very, very similar. There are a couple of forms you need to fill out for SBA specific ones, but in terms of the required documentation, there's not much of additional work just because it's SBA loan. Next, please. Okay, so some of you may say, okay, where I can find who is SBA lender, or you know, I don't like my current lender and I want to switch the lender stuff. Let's say about 90% of lenders out there, they are SBA lenders. Starting with national banks like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi, they all SBA lenders. Most of your community banks, right, in your area, or regional banks, or even credit unions, they participate in SBA programs. Okay, most of the times we advise people to go to the lender that you already have established a relationship, because the lender knows you and you know the lender, so it's the best. But let's say your lender is not participating in SBA program, or you're not happy with the service you are getting from your current lender and you want to shop around. We have a program called Lender Match, where you provide information. So you log in, go to SBA website. Here is SBA.gov, Lender Match program. And then you describe your need, you know, your business. I'm looking for $150,000. And then you submit the information. And then the lenders who are interested in participating in this program, they also provide information. Lender may say, I'm interested in any deal coming out of San Luis Obispo County, which is 150,000 or above. So the lender input that information. Then system looking for the match. Once the system find the match, then you will get notification saying that, oh, we found the lender who are interested in your deal. So you will get contacted. Lender also gets notification from the system telling them, are you still interested in, this kind of deal? If he says yes, and then he gets your contact information, and then they will contact you. So that's how lender match program works. So if you like to try, please do so. And this information goes out to all the lenders nationwide who show the interest in receiving the type of deals that your business needs. So try it. It's no cost involved. It's a free service. Next, please. Okay, so 5 Cs. You often hear about the 5 Cs. Then just looking at the 5 Cs. SBA is also looking at 5 Cs. So 5 Cs are, first one is character, then cash flow, collateral, capitalizations, and conditions. So, 5 areas starts to C, so we oftentimes call 5 Cs. So character means that, as a lender, when lender wants to know if you borrow the money, you are going to pay back. So that's why oftentimes they want to see your credit report. Another area, because it's a government program, SBA program, we also look at your personal history, meaning that have you committed any felony, like a misdemeanor or anything that involved in some crime things. So we ask those questions in our questionnaire and then make sure that you have a good character, right? So that's character issue. Cash flow. You make debt payments and meeting all your business expenses through the cash flow that you generate through your business. So if your business doesn't show enough cash flow to service the debt, you won't be able to get a loan, right? There is a SBA loan or a conventional loan. The business must generate enough cash flow to pay all the expenses and also meet the debt requirements. So when you do cash flow projection or you show historical cash flow, hopefully your cash flow is more than enough to meet all those requirements. Collateral is what kind of assets you are going to pledge to secure the loan. So depending on loan amount, sometimes if loan amounts, let's say 25,000 or less, oftentimes the lenders will make loan, unsecured loans. However, if the loan amount gets bigger, then they want to see the hard collateral, meaning the real estate or fixed asset, that kind of things. So if you have some assets that you could pledge, the stronger, you will have an easier time to get the funding. But if you don't have, you give everything you have, but your business cash flow is strong, you shows the strong management skill and ability, all those things are in there, then SBA loan may able to help you to overcome the lack of collateral. We cannot replace you in terms of their requirements, but SBA guarantee certainly helps you to overcome that kind of challenges. Capitalization is your equity, how much money you are going to bring to the table. So if you need $100,000 to open up the restaurant, no lender is going to give you $100,000 that you need. Normally, you are going to spend your own money, $20,000, $30,000, and then you need to borrow $70,000, $50,000 to do tenant improvement or buying the equipment for restaurant, that kind of things. So please prepare to bring in unborrowed fund to the table. Okay, so that's capitalization. Again, the more you bring in and the less you borrow, you will have easier time to borrow. Conditions is the industry and then the local conditions that your business is going to operate in. So what is the industry trend? Hopefully it's a growing trend industry you're going to be in. Local conditions and macroeconomic conditions, or your local microeconomic conditions. Those things they are also going to take a look at it. Okay, next please. Okay, so that's the debt side. So as you know, the source of funding, the two sources is one is debt financing, another one is the equity financing. So this is the program where SBA is involved in equity financing. So we don't make equity finance, the investment into the company directly, but we work with this entity called Small Business Investment Companies, SBICs. What we do is the SBA make a certain amount of contribution, lend them money to these kind of businesses. And then these entities are required to raise some additional capital from private source, and then use the money and they invest the money as equity financing into the companies that they feel that high potential for success. Okay, so that's the entity involved in that. Next, please. So that's equity financing. So by using equity financing, these SBICs, a couple of benefits is that you could take advantage of the expertise and the connections that company and industry has, and then you could also raise additional funding, not only debt financing, you can also raise the equity financing where you don't have to pay back, right? Here is the website information, sba.gov, funding programs, investment capital. If you are interested in, you can go to this site and then learn more about it. Next, please. Okay, so this item is the area where SBA is involved in research and development area. So SBA do not make direct funding on this type of research or innovation things, but we have a couple of programs that where we basically manage the program. So one program is called the Small Business Innovation Research, and the other one is called the Small Business Technology Transfer. Let's go to the next slide where it explains a little bit more. Yes. So as I mentioned, SBA do not fund these programs directly. However, SBA manages money from 11 federal agencies. So 11 federal agencies, they get the research R&D fund from the government. They are required to set aside a certain percentage of their R&D money for small businesses. And so SBA is managing those funds, right? So key areas of funding, if you are involved in this type of industry, you may want to consider applying for this grant funding, SBIR, STTR. So artificial intelligence, nanomaterials, clean energy, water filtration, education technology, wearable technology. So as you can see, these are the cutting edge technology things. So if you are involved in this kind of business, if you feel that you may qualify getting some grant funding, please do so, apply for one. And then again, sbir.gov has detailed information on this program. So please visit the site and learn more about it. Next, please. Okay, lastly, I'd like to mention briefly on what is this surety bond is about. So this program is specifically geared towards contractors. So as you know, as a contractor, when you want to get some contract work, oftentimes they require bid bond, performance bond, and all those bond, and then you have difficulty getting those things from conventional bonding companies. So like a loan program, SBA work with these private bonding companies and then provide SBA guarantee, like a loan program, to these bonding companies so that they feel more comfortable making bonding available to you, right? So that's the surety bond program. So next slide, please. Oh, okay. So so if you are a contractor, if you are having some difficulty getting your bid bond or performance bond and those things, please go to our website and then surety bonding. That website will show where you could get some additional information and who you could get in touch with. So that is my presentation today. Hopefully you find the information somewhat useful, whatever you do. And here's my contact information. So basically, as I mentioned, I'm at the Fresno District Office, and I have another colleague, Andy Sito, and myself involved more loan programs. So if you have any questions on SBA loan programs, want to know more about it, please feel free to get in touch with us. Then we'll answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kay. I wanted to open up the floor if we have a couple minutes for questions. Does anybody have any questions? We'll give you a minute to type. You're welcome, Kay.
Thanks for coming, Gay, and everyone. It's good to see you here.
All right, well, I will wrap it up then. Thank you so much, Jen and Kay. I tell you, my mouth is not working today. Thank you for presenting. This is a great program. I'm glad we could share it with everyone. For those of you who'd like to work with Jen with this program or really on any of your small business needs, you can always call us for a no-cost consultation. The classes and the entrepreneurial training that we have coming is on the screen, so I will let you just look at that. If you have any questions, my number is 805-595-1357. I look forward to seeing you all again. Have a great day.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. Great job, ladies. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.